Welcome to another exciting episode of Jeep Creep. All right, what are we going to be doing today? Full service on our new Polaris Ace 570 that we got. You never know when the last time it was been serviced, so you're going to want to go ahead and just go through and do it all. I'm going to show you how to do the oil, the spark plug, the filter, air filter, the whole nine. So let's get crack-a-lackin'. In case you're wondering, the oil fill is right on the passenger side of the Polaris Ace, right where that little yellow guy is. And we're gonna go ahead and get underneath it first and drain the oil. This is my favorite oil drain container. It's got a thing to dump it out. It's got another thing to dump it out. And you just pull this plug when you're ready, like so. It sits in there while you're draining your oil, and you just line it up. I'll take a linky if you guys want one. Coming in under the passenger side, the oil is in this funny shaped housing right here, and you just pull that drain plug. That's just the number 6 that goes on there. Let's go ahead and start taking that off. I like to get my tool out of there before the oil comes pouring. If you're quick, you can almost not get your hands totally covered. I'm going to take the oil fill cap off now, or the oil dipstick check, I should say. You can see that it flows a lot faster. One thing you don't want to lose is this copper ring. This goes on the nut, or the plug, like so. Don't lose that. And on the end, there's usually a magnet, and if there's shavings, it's a sign that you got a little engine wear. All right, dripping. That's good. We are set here. Let's plug our box back up. I like to clean the surface a little bit with my finger or a paper towel. Pop this back in. And let's clean up the bottom here a little bit. Tighten her back down. Pop that number 6 back in. And we just want it nice and snug. We don't need to strip threads, and we don't want it loosey-goosey. Just when you feel it kind of snug it up, just give it a couple light cranks. And that's it. And that's good. You can see the dipstick right there, and right next to it, this black thing is the oil filter. It looks like the oil in this thing hasn't been changed since December of 2017. This is long overdue for an oil change. To make your lives easier, just take and get the Polaris oil change kit for this guy. I'll take and include the link in the description. You need to get one for your Polaris Ace 570. I also picked up a nice tool to remove said oil filter. I'm tired of doing it the old-fashioned way. I just want to use a professional tool. Something I forgot, this comes with a new seal for your plug. So go ahead and swap that. I'm going to go ahead and take mine out real quick and swap it out. Like the last guy, they put the date on the oil filter, as you can see. Very nice of him. I'm also doing that. Just get yourself a paint pen and mark it up. It makes it nice for the next guy. To use this tool, just pop a 7/8 on it and it'll grab. These are supposed to be hand tightened on, so it shouldn't be that hard to get it off. That came off pretty easy. Get your drain pan underneath. Of course, there'll be a little bit of oil in the filter as well. You can just drain that out if you want. All right, before you put on the new one, take and get some oil, rub it on your finger. Just take and rub it on your seal real good. Don't get no dirt in there. And I like to get it really nice and lubricated with the new oil. The reason for doing that is to make the seal stick really well. It'll adhere better, and it'll hold a better seal. Make sure nothing's in there. Looks pretty clean to me, but you never know. Sometimes you knock some dirt. This is gonna be on hand tight, guys. You do not need to lock that down with a tool. Just get it as tight as you can by hand. There. Get a paper towel and down my hand as good as you can. Take and clean off all the oil spill. So it's nice and clean down here. Be covered in mud pretty soon. Clean this up a little bit so you don't get grime. It's mud plus oil. I just made that up. I don't know if that's really grime. Sounds like it. Now we just need to top it back off with oil. And help to have a funnel with a right angle or something. Let me see if I got something better. Alright, as you can see, straight funnel. Can't really get straight up on it. So what I have is a bendy tube funnel. And you can just take your angle and fill it up easy. We're using Yama Lube. This is what you're supposed to run. It's full synthetic. It is designed for this. It takes exactly 2 quarts, and 2 quarts it comes with. So it's pretty straightforward. This is the PS4 oil that they like you to use. And down the hatch she goes. A lot easier doing an oil change. And you got the proper tools. All right, that's 1 quart in. And we're just setting it in there, like so. Pull it out. It should read kind of in the middle there, and it does. And then when you screw it on, it'll read to the full line. So that is good. Normally what I like to do is screw this down, start it, run it for a couple seconds, make sure the oil's good. Ran it a few seconds. Let's check the oil again. All right, it's full. Next thing we're going to change is the air filter. Just pop this up like so. Air box right here. You just pop these clamps off. There's just 2. Loosen that, and you can see somebody also wrote on here the last time the air filter was changed, air cleaner was changed, with a paint pen. 1217, just like the oil. Whoever did this in 17, thank you, and everybody after, not so much thank you. Since they wrote on there, I'm gonna write on there. So it's May 24. And this is your air cleaner right in here, and it's pretty straightforward. You're just gonna unscrew this where it's loose and pop it off. Should slide right off, and phew, if you spin it and it blows dust like this, yeah, this was long overdue. Oh, they wrote on there. That's where they should have wrote. All right, we'll put the date on here as well. All right, I cleaned out the air box as best as possible. This thing, I keep accidentally knocking off all kinds of dust. I'm gonna get rid of this, get this out of here. Before you throw it away, make sure you get your ring back. Pop your new ring on your new air cleaner, air filter. Simply just slides it in a little bit. And then tighten it down. Couldn't be easier, but for some reason this has been neglected for a long time. People like to run them, people don't like to work on them, I guess. I put my date on there, even though it's on the filter. Hopefully next year, or next time I change it, I remember. The other thing too, make sure that your seal is all the way down. When I found this, when I opened it the first time, the seal wasn't even on. So make sure that seal's in there, or the air cleaner is not as effective. And we'll pop our panel back on. To get to your spark plugs, what you're going to do is take and pull your seat forward. You got these 2 guys. You just turn these 90 degrees, pull this off. This accesses the front of the cylinder head. And then right here, this wire right on top, that's your spark plug. it's kind of hard, but you got to pull this long boot out that goes over the spark plug. And your spark plug is way down in there. Holy smokes, I don't like this design. So first of all, I took and I cut this out so I can get to the cylinder head better. And then this bar right here is right over the cylinder head. And you got to get in there with a crazy 10 millimeter and some elbows to loosen that, to swing that out of your way. And then you can access it. To pull the spark plug out of the cylinder, you're going to want a pair of these from Harbor Freight. I think these are 11-inch with a little bit of a bend on it. Anyway, here's the old spark plug. Stay in focus. Doesn't look bad, so it's been running good. But we're going to change that plug out anyways. To get the spark plug, you're going to need a 5/8. You're going to need a very short stubby, 3/8. And then another stubby that's just a little bit longer, because you can only get in one at a time and you have to connect them as you go down. Kind of like a drill. It's a pain in the butt. I'll show you what I mean. See? The cylinder head's at an angle and you can't get it in. So you gotta do a section at a time. Like so. Whoop. Gotta do a section at a time like so. To where you can fit it. Pop that one in. And now you can work it, and then you can get a socket in there. This is a pain in the butt. This has got to be the hardest spark plug I've ever changed on any piece of equipment. Not too happy with this design. If you guys know a better way to do this, oh, please leave me some feedback in the comment section. All right, let's get that locked in. Nice and snug, not overly tight. I slid the world's longest boot back in. Push the plug in nice and tight so it's somewhat water resistant. So you can see what I'm talking about. Here's the rail. Line that back up, and I'm going to put that screw back in, and I'm going to do the same thing for that hole too. I thought those holes were just like extra cool mounting points. Nope, they're kind of service points, but you got to have special tools. Since my socket's not magnetic, this is my redneck magnetic, number 10, baby. Move these and do these. What is that, a 3-inch extension on an elbow, 1/4-inch drive, I recommend, and a ratcheting screwdriver, because a wrench just isn't going to do it justice. You can get in there and you can kind of control it real easy. Like so. And then when you're done, you can't get your socket off because the tape. Just take and pull it up like that, and boom, you got it. Mosquitoes are out tonight. Holy smokes, guys. Scary.
It was at this moment that he knew. He f***ed up.
These little bar guards, they make a pretty good armrest when you just cruise around. Not too bad. Just lay back. Not good, but bad. Not too bad, man. The country highway back here. Can you see all those mosquitoes? Man, it's crazy back here. Here's a maintenance schedule for everything, and I think I'm going to do another video here just lubricating and all the suspension components and steering components, and then maybe as well do the drivetrain transmission fluid change as well, coming up on 1,000 miles on mine. Anyways, hope this helps you guys out, and stay tuned for another episode of Jeep Creep.